com for details.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I want to see the kind of industries that are opening up.
This is Local Biz Now with Joe Vagnone, where your business matters. Local Biz Now.
You have to determine what is working, what isn't working.
Joe Vagnone is a respected business broker, helping individuals buy and sell businesses. Joe has successfully owned and operated many companies in a variety of industries. This is Local Biz Now, because your business matters.
Welcome to the #1 live talk business radio show in North Carolina, coming to you live from our unofficial Burner Cigar Studio, home of the finest premium cigars and cigar smokers in the world, located in Birkdale Village. I am Joe Vagnone, and you are listening to Local Biz Now, where we hope to inspire, inform, and entertain you, because that's what we do here at WSIC. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. This show has been live going on 12 years strong. We have interviewed well over 1,000 business owners and community leaders. Please subscribe to the Joe Vagnone Business Broker YouTube channel. Again, that's Joe Vagnone Business Broker YouTube channel. We are live on the book, live on the tubes, live on the X, and live on the chain. For those of you that don't know Joe Talk, that is Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X, live on LinkedIn or WSIC News, and we are wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, thank you for joining us. You're in for a treat this month. For this entire month, I offer you my dear friend and personal advisor and go-to gal, as Julie and I affectionately refer to as #1. Only on Local Biz Now, where your business matters. If you've ever listened to the show, you already know who I'm talking about. That's right. Welcome back, Sherré DeMao. Whenever Sherré joins us, we're not just having a conversation. We're getting a master's class in how to actually grow a business the right way. She's been one of our top returning voices for many years because she doesn't deal in theory. She works in real-world execution, scaling companies, fixing operational bottlenecks, and driving profitability, and helping businesses build something that actually lasts. Sherré is the founder and CEO of BizGrowth, Inc., an award-winning firm focused on helping companies achieve next-level scalability, stronger market positioning, and sustainable growth. She's strategic advisor and fractional COO to businesses across the country. She's been recognized as one of MSN's top 10 women trailblazers in her field. She also a Forbes Council thought leader, a national speaker, and the author of Me, Myself, and Inc., with a new edition dropping soon. Plus, more books on the way focusing on profitability and business agility. Bottom line, when Sherré DeMao shows up, you want to be paying attention, because there's going to be some takeaways you can use for your business immediately. I present to you with pride Sherré DeMao's BizGrowth, Inc. World of Economic Vitality. Sherré, the show's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Joe. Always appreciate you, and always appreciate Julie, too. Hey, Julie, we love you so much. It's great to be here again this week. As I said last week, we're focusing on different themes. This week's theme, I'm so excited about the two guests I brought on. This week's theme is all about memorable customer experience and raising the bar of excellence. And it gives me an opportunity to share. As Joe said, we don't deal in theory. We deal on evidence-based, validated results. And if we can't find the results, we do the research ourselves. And it was probably around, I guess, maybe 2013 that we realized that we had talked in my company to thousands of customers, of clients across the country and in the Southeast and coast to coast over 20-some, almost 30-some year period. And we realized we had all this great data that we hadn't brought together to see what it was really telling us. And so I put some of my economic business interns on it, because imagine volumes and volumes of paper that were turned into data. Yes, I was a hoarder of paper, and I'm really glad that I still had all those surveys that we had documented. We determined, and we developed a attraction retention model that is really taking businesses to a whole nother level. And what it's all around is two different facets of attracting and retaining customers. One is, how do you get your share of mind? How do you get their share of wallet? And then how do you ultimately get their share of heart and their loyalty? Okay, so how do you get that? How does that work? And so what we found is there's 3 levels to get to that share of heart. And it starts with the first level of, guess what, people? Convenience. How convenient is it to work with your business? This came out time and time and time again. How do you make it easy to do business with you? And it can be as simple as how they reach you. Some of the factors that we identified and ease in doing business with you are your location, accessibility, but not just a location accessibility to key information that they might need to know before they even go to your location. Availability and then also time consideration. Are you considering what's convenient, not just for you as a business, but for your customers? Is that something you're considering? So here's the real gist of all of this. When it comes to convenience, if you do any of these in a way like they can't find your number. How many times do you go to a website? Where is their phone number? I can't find their number. Okay, or it seems hard to figure out where to go, or you can't even find a Google map on them. So are they really in business? We don't know what's going on. So there's just some simple things that can make somebody say, well, I don't even know if I want to try to figure out anything else. So you've lost them before you've even given them a chance to get to know you better. So then, okay, let's say you got through that convenience hurdle. So there's 2 phases to confidence building is what we like to call it. So the confidence building is first is where you want to get their share of mind. It's actually you start getting their share of mind in the first phase of confidence building. And that is they want to see how sound your offerings are. They want to see if you're competent to fulfill these offerings. They want to see how accurate and reliable and what your track record is. So you can start to see why these kind of things are really important to put on your website too. And so then the second phase of this, to truly believe that there's value for time and money spent, and you start to get not just the share of wallet once, but maybe more than once, is it didn't matter what business you were in. People want to work with people that are friendly and attentive. And speed and efficiency and flexibility are really important as well. And so this is really funny because people go, you mean if I have a manufacturing firm, being friendly is important? Well, yes, it is. We kind of like to do business with people we like to do business with, right? So then you have the next level. What gives share of heart is something unique, something wow. So how can you do something better than anybody else is doing it? That's the secret sauce to share of heart, a unique experience and a wow factor. And what's very, very exciting is that you're going to learn from 2 people today that I've got here that do exactly that.
Joe Vagnone is still delivering the conversations that count. More local Biz Now after the break, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, how about a big-time break from the heat as we start the new work week significantly? Temperatures still hang out in the low 80s. That's it for our Monday. Some scattered showers and downpours will be around, and we need the rain, but a lot of rain in a short amount of time could cause some flash flooding, so we'll watch out for that. Drying things out as we go into Tuesday and on into the middle of the week. Yes, we're going to warm back up. 90s again by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow Equine heal and empower you. Located in Mooresville, our services help with trauma, anxiety, depression, and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
Looking for something fun to do around Lake Norman? Here's what's happening this week and beyond. It's your WSIC Community Calendar. On Thursday, July 16th, it's time to dance at Lala Cabusa, the free downtown Huntersville concert series at Veterans Park, located at 201 Huntersville Concord Road from 6 until 9 p.m. This week's theme is Shag Night, featuring Carolina beach music from the Catalinas. Whether you're a seasoned shag dancer or just learning the steps, bring a long chair or a blanket and enjoy food from Sandra Lee's Country Kitchen, Scream Ice Cream, and 760 Craftworks. Admission is free. Visit huntersville.org for more information. Step back in time and celebrate America's 250th with the Iredell NC 250 Community Celebration at the Mooresville Museum, 132 East Center Avenue in downtown Mooresville on Saturday, July 18th from 4 until 7 p.m. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of patriotic fun featuring free hot dogs, family games, hands-on crafts, music, beverages, and activities for all ages. It's a great way to celebrate our nation's history while making new community memories. Learn more at IredellNC250.com. Looking ahead to Wednesday, July 22nd, you can help save lives at the One Blood Blood Drive from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, 19900 West Catawba Avenue in Cornelius. Every donor receives a $20 e-gift card, a One Blood t-shirt, and a complimentary wellness checkup. It's a simple way to make a real difference in our community. Find tickets and event details at pharosparenting.org. And mark your calendars for Saturday, August 29th, when Stand Up for Good comes to the Kane Center for the Arts. Get out, enjoy your community, and make the most of the summer here in Lake Norman. See what else is going on around town. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
All right. If you're serious about growing your business, lean in right now, because this is one of those segments you don't want to miss. Only on Local Biz Now, where your business matters. You've heard her before. One of our absolute top returning hosts. And every time she joins us, she raises the bar on how you think about scaling, profitability, and running a smarter operation. I am proud to say Sherré DeMao is back, founder and CEO of BizGrowth Inc., fractional COO to companies across the country, Forbes Council thought leader, and recognized by MSN as one of the top 10 women trailblazers in her industry. She's in the trenches with business owners every day, fixing what's broken, building what works, and helping companies grow with intention, not chaos. So get ready, because you're about to get a real strategy, real insight, and real world perspective you can actually use starting today. It's with great pride I present to you number one, Sherré DeMao. Sherré, the mic's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, Joe. And now the mic's going to be shared with somebody that I've known since this business got established. Big fan, longtime customer. Thomas Jones is co-owner and co-founder of ChillFire Bar and Grill, located in Denver, North Carolina, with his partners Jim Moresso and Bruce Shrake. He has been in the restaurant business since 16 years old. First job was McDonald's. I can vouch that was my first job too. I was there when drive-thrus happened, right? Where he enjoyed a great career with them and developed so many personal and professional relationships that were to be admired. His experience with a full-service environment led him to change course. Since then, he has had the good luck and good fortune to have worked for some of the best names in the business: Morton's, Wolfgang Puck, Harper's Group, Mickey and Mooch, and so many more. Such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Absolutely a pleasure. So I'd like to start out with the fact that ChillFire has been around for, I think, 13 years now. You just celebrated your
14th.
almost 14 years. So what's a real milestone in business is a lot of people don't realize this, but only 25% of businesses make it past 15 years.
Yeah.
And so you are on the cusp of that. I have no doubts as a raving fan myself. Tell us how you decided to open ChillFire and what inspired you and your team to bring it to existence.
Well, a lot is due to Larry Griffin, who owns a shopping center. Believe it or not, some still people remember this, that it used to be a Blockbuster.
It sure did.
Yep. So we all know how that went.
Yes.
So Larry was a big fan of Epic Chop House, which at the time my partner Jim and his partner Larry Spinagle were owners of. And he approached them about bringing something to that part of the lake. So they came by, looked at the property, and said, yes, I think we can do this. So he's a great partner to establish it with. And then as far as what the lake needed, it was kind of, sometimes when you build a business or a restaurant, it's not really what's needed now, but what's the community going to need in the next 2 or 3 years?
So smart.
You know?
Yes.
So we thought we'd, you know, and we had to be flexible in our beliefs too, because we thought it was going to be an Epic Chop House South. But after the first 3 or 4 months, we found out some of the items weren't really selling that we thought were going to sell.
Yeah.
So we ended up changing the menu to reflect more of what the guests or the people in the community were looking for. So that worked out really well. So that now it's been 13 years and we've been blessed with a great community.
Well, one of the things that always makes a restaurant what that restaurant is the chef. And also, and then I also love that you do a lot of local sourcing. So talk a little bit about the chef and also your philosophy around the local sourcing. Yeah.
My current chef is Michael Black. Okay, he's been with us for 7 years. He's self-taught. He did work with a couple great places in D.C. Chef Kyle is what he's told me his name was. And then that's where I kind of learned the intricacies of ingredients, product development, and his biggest passion right now is creativity. Whether it's coming up with new menu items or helping us control our costs. Because one of the things that we identify with is being able to offer our guests the best value possible.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Without sacrificing quality.
Yeah.
So if a guy comes in to the back door and says, hey, Michael, listen, I've got these ribeyes that are not quite the same quality, but they're half the price, you'll make more money on them, that's not us.
Yeah, it's not.
Because as soon as our guests have that ribeye, they know that's not the same thing I had before.
Well, something I remember very clearly way early in the years of the Queen's Feast, and you guys being a part of that, you offered the full course meal. You didn't shorten it. So many restaurants will make it a smaller proportion.
Correct.
And but I noticed that immediately, and I was so impressed by that. And your philosophy was, you want people to know this is what they can get when they come back, not just because there's some kind of special promotion going on.
Exactly.
So I'm really impressed by that.
Thank you.
You have also been a true community supporter on many occasions. Why is this important to you and your team, giving back to the community? What are some of the different ways you've done this?
For as long as we've been open, the community has supported us faithfully. There's a couple things that we specifically do to pay back to our community, but it's kind of easy to do when I have someone like you who actually started the GoFundMe page when COVID hit for our staff, and that was unsolicited. You do that on your own. So
I did.
When you have people like you that are in our community that support us, it's easy to kind of pinpoint a couple things and give back specifically. Generally speaking, it's I give out gift cards for golf tournaments or fundraisers and stuff too.
Yeah.
Our second year, we did a wine dinner for the Coalition Against Child Abuse for Lincoln County.
Yeah, you did. And you also did a wine dinner to help me raise money for Make-A-Wish when I was doing the Trailblaze Challenge.
So
I'm going to be hitting you up again for it.
That's fine. Those are all great causes.
But they're all great causes. Talk to me about your impassioned team, because in the restaurant industry, it is hard to keep people. It's a high turnover business, but you've had people there for a long time.
Very fortunate.
I mean, and that is so impressive. I mean,
Thanks.
You come in and have dinner and you're hugging people because, we've been around for so long. Talk to me about what you do that you think keeps people so as passionate as you are.
Well, including them in every decision, especially when the application starts.
Incredible.
We have an orientation that we do, and we always talk about the things that make us consistent. It's called our guiding principles. People, quality, systems that work, and our community. And then once you include them, then it's easy for them to be a part of the guest experience. In other words, they have the autonomy to make decisions. Usually the questions either answer with a yes or let me find out.
Yeah.
And when they do part of that, instead of, well, let me get the manager, then it kind of takes them out of it, and they become a little disengaged. But when they're there through the whole experience, then they feel ownership to it.
Right. And I will definitely say that. You've definitely given your team members autonomy to take care of things. And I remember very early on, you would come and sit with when you guys were first opened up and say, hey, how can we improve? How can we improve? And then you come back and exactly what you may have made the suggestion was improved upon. I mean, you really care that much, and it just really shows. And before we went on air, I mentioned just the fine little touches. Okay, I just had this fabulous clam chowder soup there, and it was delivered with a warmed up spoon. And it's those tiny little touches that are very memorable and like, wow, what a nice touch. What are some other things that you're trying to have your team members do to let the customers know that this is a special place?
Well, we always ask if there's a first time there, so that they can come tell me and I can introduce myself, and then they can tell a little bit about ChillFire, what it is that makes us different and what it is they can expect. There's little things. We have a birthday card that the staff signs and gives to the guest.
And it actually has like seeds or something.
Yes,
in it.
Actually, you can plant your own herbs.
You can
with
tell
it.
them
So
the customer, right?
the card that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it does.
So little things like that. It's kind of outside the box stuff, but because generally speaking, if you just buy a dessert for somebody, everybody does that.
Right.
But if you can make it a little unique and personal,
it's nice.
Then it's something we talk about.
That's really nice. So where is ChillFire located, and how can listeners learn more about it?
Okay, the shop's at Waterside Crossing, 121A Cross Center Drive. The same way you can learn about a lot of things these days, Facebook, Instagram, our website. We still get people that actually drive by and notice it for the first time too. And with as many people moving to the area, that happens a lot. Yeah.
Where have you seen the biggest growth? We've got a little bit more time left. So where have you seen the biggest growth coming from over these years?
Mostly for the influx of people that have been coming to the area.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I used to talk about when we first opened, when people were coming to the area, was the best kept secret about Lake Norman was this side of it.
Yeah, agreed.
Secret's out.
Yeah.
The secret's out. So now everybody knows about it. We have people that are moving to the area all the time, even from the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
Because they like the convenience, and they also like that the community that we have. It's still a small town community. If I need something,
really is.
If I need something done, I'll go ask one of the guys at the bar, hey, who does upholstery? And they'll say, go down to Jimmy off 150 over here. Exactly like that. So
yeah, I think I've used that same person.
Yeah, exactly. We got a Jimmy too. So that's one good thing about this community. It hasn't exploded and been non-personal.
Yeah, no, there's still that personal touch. Going back to the local sourcing, where are you getting some of your, because that's something that really impresses me. I'm a big clean eater, organic eater, love locally sourced. So where are some of the places that you're sourcing so that, you have that fresh food?
There's a news article out now. I'm going to mess up the name of it. Cyclosporcia, some kind of like thing that's on produce.
Yeah.
That's hitting later. That's because when people get produce imported from other countries, they don't have the same standards, and they still have to take care of it when they get here.
Yeah.
But as far as local goes, we have the North Carolina mountain trout. That's not that local. It's not like Lake Norman trout. It's mountain trout. And then we also partnered with the Lincoln Charter with our aquaponics program, and they're providing lettuce to us.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they grow some romaine and a microgreens that we use for our garnishes.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, they can't supply the whole restaurant, but it's a good partnership.
Oh, that's excellent. Thanks.
Of course.
"12 years strong, Joe Vagnone is still delivering the conversations that count. More Local Biz Now, after the break, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, how about a big-time break from the heat as we start the new work week significantly? Temperatures still hang out in the low 80s. That's it for our Monday. Some scattered showers and downpours will be around, and we need the rain, but a lot of rain in a short amount of time could cause some flash flooding, so we'll watch out for that. Drying things out as we go into Tuesday and on into the middle of the week. Yes, we're going to warm back up. 90s again by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Need a ride? iCats has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Hi, I'm Barbara Kohler with the Kohler Group, a counseling practice located in the beautiful Detweiler Plaza on Reese Boulevard West in Huntersville. We have skilled Christian counselors available to help you using proven clinical techniques, and we offer telehealth throughout the Carolinas. We accept many major insurances, including Medicare. Visit us today at thekohlergroup.net to schedule a complimentary consult, because now is the time to heal.
Struggling with focus, memory, or mental clarity? Royer Neuroscience offers personalized, remote brain training designed to improve your cognitive health. Anywhere, anytime, you can boost focus, enhance mental performance, and thrive emotionally and physically. Visit RoyerNeuroscience.com and reclaim your brain today.
Welcome to a Bible Minute with Pastor Randy Mitchell from Temple Baptist Church in Statesville.
The Bible says in 1 John chapter 2, verse number 15, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Folks, when God talks about loving the world is not just the breaking of the Ten Commandments. The world is a system, and the worldly system is orchestrated by Satan. It feeds off of our fleshly, sinful nature, and it's everything about us that wants to influence us and affect our life toward things that dishonor God. The next verse talks about the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. These are all the things, the categories of the love of the world. But obviously, a relationship with God is a love relationship. We have to make a choice. You can love the world or you can love God, but you can't do both.
Thanks for listening to a Bible Minute with Pastor Randy Mitchell here on WSIC.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Worry about chip makers and rising crude oil prices weighing on Wall Street today, and also investors concerned about possible rising interest rates. Fed Governor Chris Waller says policymakers may need to raise interest rates in the near term if underlying inflation continues to signal broad price pressures. Apple has filed a lawsuit against OpenAI, alleging OpenAI systemically stole its intellectual property by asking former Apple employees to bring information about unreleased products. OpenAI, though, says it has no interest in other companies' trade secrets and will remain focused on building innovative technology. And Delta's CEO says he thinks travelers care more about their seat price than extras like lounge access or limo shuttles. And Ed Bastian says that's why Delta is offering passengers the same onboard seats, meals, and service, but at a lower price in exchange for fewer benefits, meaning reduced mileage earnings or a lower checked bag allowance. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Okay, if you're serious about growing your business, lean in right now, because this is one of those segments you don't want to miss. Only on Local Biz Now, where your business matters. You've heard her before, one of our absolute top returning hosts. And every time she joins us, she raises the bar on how you think about scaling, profitability, and running a smarter operation. I am proud to say Sherré DeMao is back. Founder and CEO of BizGrowth, Inc., fractional COO to companies across the country, Forbes Council thought leader, and recognized by MSN as one of the top 10 women trailblazers in her industry. She is in the trenches with business owners every day, fixing what's broken, building what works, and helping companies grow with intention, not chaos. So get ready, because you're about to get real strategies, real insight, real world perspective you can actually use starting today. It's with great pride I present to you number one, Sherré DeMao. Sherré, the mic is all yours.
Thanks again. Looking forward to another great interview in this segment as well. I am very excited to now introduce Sandy Kotch with Sincerely Tea House. She is an entrepreneur, business strategist, and community builder with more than 25 years of experience leading business transformation, enterprise data management, and strategic consulting initiatives across multiple industries. And in 2025, she, her husband John, together with their youngest child Damien, turned a shared family vision into reality by opening Sincerely Tea House in historic Davidson. The family-owned tea house celebrates tea traditions from around the world. I've personally experienced them. Incredible, incredible teas and all the education that comes with it. It's just fabulous. Through hospitality, education, and cultural experience, you truly experience this tea. Today, Sandy combines her executive leadership experience with her passion for hospitality, helping build a business centered on intentional living, authentic relationships, and the simple luxury of sharing a cup of exceptional tea. And boy, have I had an education in tea that I so appreciate, since the times that I've been there has always been an experience. So share. You're celebrating a year, and you've already expanded. That is pretty darn impressive. And so, please share the story behind how Sincerely Tea House, the passion behind how it came to be.
Okay. I don't know how long we have, but
if you could do it in a 2 to 3 minute soundbite, that would be great.
So we are a tea family. And like you said, my husband and I took left turns from technology careers when one of our kids didn't want to go to college and really said, I want to do a business. They had been working for a local family business and said, I see how things run. I think I could do something like this, and came to us. And we all jumped in. And like you said, about a year ago, it'll be a year in August. And I think that we love tea so much. And Damien, our child that is kind of leading the product and the experience, has so much knowledge that John and I weren't really aware of, because they sat at the kitchen table through the end of middle school and high school, did not like high school, just tasting teas that they ordered online from all over the world and journaling about them. And when we saw this journal and they started telling us about all of the teas that they loved, we knew that we had to do something.
Oh, and I've actually witnessed this, because I brought a group of women, and you all did a very specially curated kind of a travel around the world for all these different teas. And then Damien shared the background as she was showing the different ways you prepare these teas. And her knowledge, and she showed this amazing journal. It's a piece of artwork in itself, quite frankly. So it's a family business affair. Please share how your family has embraced this business, with each of you bringing your own special touches. So and I know you still wear a lot of hats. That's a typical small business, right? But you also seem to have some areas that you each focus on. And I think that's part of your success as well. So talk a little bit about that.
I think so. I think there's been a lot of growth for all of us in the last year. Damien definitely, and we leaned on their knowledge of the products and the teas, and let them really have free reign and run with it, gave them a budget. This is what we're going to do.
Right.
And then they also had a very clear vision of the experience, like you're saying. And experiences are really what people are looking for now in restaurants, in everything. And we have clearly found our niche, which is relaxing, calm, and experiencing tea from any part of the world that you'd like to ask for it. So that's Damien's whole bailiwick, or, area of expertise. I have picked up the reins for operations and, really helping move that forward. And then John is a data management person. He's really been helping us with that. He's also a musician.
Oh, he's incredible.
So with our upstairs space, we do have a stage area. It's just part of the ambiance now. He will pick up a guitar if there's people in the room that he feels, he gets the.
And then you also do it on Thursdays and Saturday nights as well, because I've gone there on a Thursday night, and it's been incredible. And I have to share, one of my favorite moments in that Thursday night was sitting there and him singing to you the song he created when you got married, and watching the two of you. That's the kind of stuff that you just don't see every day. It was very, very special. So I don't even know if I told you about that, but it was very special. And everyone who was with me, we noticed that, So the passion goes in a lot of different ways, I see.
Thank you. That's nice to hear.
Yeah. So speaking of which, I had the pleasure of working with your team for a round-the-world tea tasting experience with food pairings, and it was not only an exquisite experience, truly, people still talking about it to this day. It was also quite educational. Why have you made education so important? Because when I've gone other times, there's sharing why the tea is made this way, what's the best way, even temperatures, just all types of things. Why have you made this such an important part of your business?
I think what we've found is that tea is such a special thing. It's one of the most widely drunk beverages across the world. And there are so many cultures that use it. It all comes from one plant, except for our herbal selections.
Right.
Camellia sinensis, and it's black, green, oolong, white, yellow, there pu'ers. There's such a range, and people don't really realize it yet. And it's
I didn't realize it. Yeah,
exactly. And it's just a special plant. It's a special experience. And so to really share that knowledge with people helps them to understand more depth in the experience, more depth in what they're drinking. And I mean, Buddhist monks in China and Tibet used tea to help them break into meditation or sustain meditation.
I would believe that. Now, something I remember being taught, I don't know if it was by Damien or you, that herbal tea is not tea.
Exactly.
I never knew that.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, you just learn something new every single day. Explain a little bit about that.
So tea, the beverage, is from the Camellia sinensis plant. And the different types of tea are all about where they're grown, the soil, the altitude, the temperatures, how it's processed. And there's so much to it. And then herbal teas are your flowers and your herbs and your spices and anything else outside of Camellia sinensis. So we serve them and they make delicious drinks. We have something called Bloodberry Crush, which is a hibiscus berry.
Oh, that's a great one.
And it's delicious.
It is.
It is. You could call them tinctures. You could call them... there's several different names, and we lump them into teas for convenience, but they're not specifically tea.
Now, you recently expanded, so you have the upstairs space, and now you have a street-level space. So talk to us about these two spaces and what you hope each gives an experience.
So we wanted to expand. We knew we wanted to do that. We weren't thinking of doing it in Davidson, but the opportunity came up to move down to the street level, because when you were talking about location and accessibility and convenience, our first tea house a year ago was up 2 flights of stairs in the back of a building. So we were up, and it's kind of cool for some people to like know it exists. But we really needed that exposure at street level for pedestrians to just walk.
Absolutely.
And David Historic Main Street is a very walkable
very much
street. So we moved down and we've shifted. We have 2 different styles. We do table service. So all of our tea upstairs is steeped at the table. Downstairs, we're doing a bit more to go and single serving. It's the exact same teas. We've hand selected over 60 teas as of right now. And
what is the address and what is your website so we can make sure that we have that before?
We're at 108 South Main Street, right next to the Village Store in Davidson.
Great location.
Yeah, it's lovely. And sincerelyteahouse.com is our website.
Yeah, that makes it real easy. So one last thing, you said 60 different teas. What are the different categories of teas, real quick?
Black, oolong, green, white, yellow, pu'er. The Chinese call black red, so you might hear red tea as well. And then herbals.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
12 years strong, Joe Vagnone is still delivering the conversations that count. More local Biz Now after the break, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, how about a big-time break from the heat as we start the new work week significantly? Temperatures still hang out in the low 80s. That's it for our Monday. Some scattered showers and downpours will be around, and we need the rain, but a lot of rain in a short amount of time could cause some flash flooding, so we'll watch out for that. Drying things out as we go into Tuesday and on into the middle of the week. Yes, we're going to warm back up. 90s again by the weekend. That's your forecast from the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen on WSIC. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Looking for something fun to do around Lake Norman? Here's what's happening this week and beyond. It's your WSIC Community Calendar. On Thursday, July 16th, it's time to dance at Lollapalooza, the free downtown Huntersville concert series at Veterans Park, located at 201 Huntersville Concord Road from 6 until 9 p.m. This week's theme is Shag Night, featuring Carolina beach music from the Catalinas. Whether you're a seasoned shag dancer or just learning the steps, bring a long chair or a blanket and enjoy food from Sandra Lee's Country Kitchen, Scream Ice Cream, and 760 Craftworks. Admission is free. Visit huntersville.org for more information. Step back in time and celebrate America's 250th with the Iredell NC 250 Community Celebration at the Mooresville Museum, 132 East Center Avenue in downtown Mooresville on Saturday, July 18th from 4 until 7 p.m. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of patriotic fun featuring free hot dogs, family games, hands-on crafts, music, beverages, and activities for all ages. It's a great way to celebrate our nation's history while making new community memories. Learn more at IredellNC250.com. Looking ahead to Wednesday, July 22nd, you can help save lives at the One Blood Blood Drive from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, 19900 West Catawba Avenue in Cornelius. Every donor receives a $20 e-gift card, a One Blood t-shirt, and a complimentary wellness checkup. It's a simple way to make a real difference in our community. Find tickets and event details at farrowsparenting.org. And mark your calendars for Saturday, August 29th, when Stand Up for Good comes to the Kane Center for the Arts. Get out, enjoy your community, and make the most of the summer here in Lake Norman. See what else is going on around town. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
12 years of conversations, thousands of insights, and one truth: your business matters. This is Local Biz Now, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
And we're back. Don't go anywhere. This is Local Biz Now, where your business matters. And we've got one more great conversation lined up for you. Join us as Sherré DeMao, bringing fresh perspective, real-world experience, and insights every local business owner can use. Sherré, I am so proud to have you with us. Go ahead and finish up the show strong. The mic is all yours.
This is so great. This has been such a pleasure to have both you, Thomas, and you, Sandy, here, because I really do believe that you get the share of heart model here that I've shared, the attraction, attention, retention model. And so what do you believe? Because it's about, share of heart means their customers keep coming back. Customers are coming back and they keep coming back. And then they're telling others as well. Why do you believe customers keep coming back? And what do you believe are your most appreciated factors? I'll start with you, Sandy, and then I'll have Thomas answer.
I think our unique experience and something that we offer that isn't found in a lot of places right now. Tea houses are becoming more popular. We know that tea is growing, especially with some of the younger generations. And then the whole family and the ambiance when they come in. If John picks up a guitar or Damien starts talking to them about exactly where the tea originated. We have teas that come from the high mountains of Yunnan province in China that are like 100-year-old trees and things they've grown wildly. So you start learning that and you get very interested.
People get entrenched, they get engaged. What about you, Thomas? What would you say are the things that keep getting people coming back?
Well, for us, it's not really a saying when you want to treat a guest like they're coming into your home.
Yeah.
We kind of embrace that.
Yeah, you do.
It's not a matter of just, seat them here. It's, this is Ed Kaiser. He has this particular table he likes.
Yeah,
or,
you're right. You know the tables I like
Sherré
too.
likes a cocktail table on the side too. So we have that kind of set aside for. It's listening to them, and sometimes they give you ideas as well too.
Yeah.
As far as what they like to see in the restaurant that they come to, instead of it being a corporate. Everything's handed down from someplace out of town. All the decisions in the restaurant are made right there at the restaurant, and sometimes with the guests sitting right next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
They feel a part of it.
And I will say you do listen to the guests because you have, I think there's an appetizer you have every single day that's not on the menu.
The Shanghai shrimp,
The
yes,
Shanghai
of course.
shrimp, yeah. So part of creating the customer experience, now going back to the attraction retention model, we found that 4 out of 5 high growth companies, so over 80%, it was like 85% of them found a way to connect their customers to each other. All right. And okay, so how do you connect customers? And this didn't matter whether it was business to consumer or business to business. They figured out a way to connect customers. Now, you guys have a lot of ways to do that with special events, special promotions. So I want to give you that chance to share some of those. So Thomas, I'll go to you first. You know, what are some of the ways that you get customers coming in to get to meet each other and get to know each other by some of the specials you have or events that you put on?
Yeah, well, you've been there.
Yeah.
So we have our bar bites between 4 and 6.
Yes.
So you come in, it's a special little menus are $8 each, and you get to sample whatever you want. And then, you know, that gives people together right at the bar area. And we also offer in the dining room. But then it gives them a chance to come in and just not really have a full-fledged dinner,
Right.
but something else, something light to eat.
Yeah.
Then even tomorrow actually is our first one. We're
Yeah,
doing
I'm excited about that one.
a wine tasting
Yeah.
every second Tuesday of the month. So tomorrow's the first one, which is already sold out, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Which is good. And
Doesn't
then,
surprise me.
Yep. So we have that, and then also sometimes we'll have guests kind of get together, get to know each other, just because of the community that we're in.
Yes.
They'll recognize someone they're sitting next to. You know, you'll get people from Trilogy, you'll get people from Verdict Ridge, and they'll find out, oh, there's my neighbor right there.
Right,
So
exactly.
it's kind of like almost being a focal point for the community where they can come in.
I would agree.
and,
It does have that feel because almost every time I'm in there, I see someone maybe I haven't seen in a little while. We're hugging. It's like it has that kind of, you know, where everyone knows your name kind of a feel.
It is. I mean, if we were in downtown Charlotte, you know, you probably wouldn't get that.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So considering where we're located, that's the gem of it.
Now, what about for you? What are some of the events you guys have got? You got a lot of great stuff coming on.
Yeah, we actually brought on an event coordinator because it was getting a little
Fantastic,
bit out of hand.
yeah.
And our upstairs is the perfect place to hold things. So she is working with us. We have a tea tasting as well. So you can sit 2, 4, 6 at a tea bar and taste up to 6 teas together. And if you have different people there, they're getting to know each other. We actually had a local school. It was a couple weeks ago. And everyone that came in upstairs one afternoon knew each other through the school. And they would walk in and I'd be like, oh my gosh, you guys know each other. And they'd be like, oh, hey. And it was just crazy. There were like 4 or 5 tables of people that all knew each other.
And they all chose to come at, you know,
The same,
just
yeah.
randomly. That's very cool.
I think
That is
school
very
was
cool.
just letting out. So
Yeah.
some of the teachers met and then some of the students' parents were there. And it was lovely. And then we have our traditional English style afternoon tea. That's one Sunday a month. And just a quick plug, it is this Sunday, July 19th.
Yes.
They sell out quickly, but I do have a couple of seats still available.
Yeah, so I highly encourage someone to log into their website and register for that. Now, I would like you to give some advice. What advice would you give other business owners about creating an exceptional customer experience? What do you believe the key is to each of your successes? Sandy, I'll go to you for that, and then Thomas.
I think authenticity and sincerity.
Mhm.
I mean, we're called Sincerely Tea House. We kind of created that one from our get-go. And it wasn't the first name we came up with. And we were talking with a friend at the time who had her own business. And we just ran through all of these names that Damien had picked out. And when we hit that one, we were just like, yeah.
That's it.
And this whole thing is an experiment
It is.
experiment for
Yeah.
us.
Mhm.
So, you know, we were kind of like, okay, let's give this a shot. And Sincerely Tea House just resonated. And I think that that's part of really when you walk in someplace and the local business feel. It sounds like that's what you have as well, Tom. And it just feels like you come in and people have that need and want to support local businesses.
Yes, exactly. So, Thomas, what do you think it is? What advice would you give business owners wanting to create an exceptional experience?
Consistency.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
you have to have that so they know, especially today when they're spending their hard-earned money, they know what they're getting for their value for their money.
Mhm.
And then also when we have managers or even owners stop by and doing table touches, is because I sincerely want to know how your meal is.
Yes.
If it isn't right, I'd like to know about it. Because when I eat there, I'm eating in the office, I'm eating something cold, something like just a quick whip. But you're there having the dinner as it's supposed to be. And if you understand it's not right, then I may have a problem I'm not aware of. I had somebody one time say, well, the chicken marsala is a little watery down. So instead of just saying, they don't know what they're doing, I went back to the kitchen, and sure enough, they didn't use the reduction that they should have instead of the one they just cooked. So we had to switch that out. But that saved me.
But you made it right.
That saved me from serving other bad chicken marsalas because the guests took their time to let me know as well, too.
Exactly.
So communication among the guests and the establishment should be a two-way street.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't just dismiss them because they have a bad experience.
And let's talk about the people that are working for you, because your team and them carrying that passion through. So I know you have people beyond your family working for you, and of course you have a whole team. So what is key to keeping the team excited and as passionate as you are? It's easy for you all to be passionate. You're the owners, right? But how do you get your team to be passionate?
Well, it's like we've talked about before about making them a part of the restaurant from the beginning. And then we also have educational classes where we have lineups every day where we talk about the food, service points. I'll go over comments, good and bad, that we receive to share with them to find out where we can improve. And then the staff themselves, they realize they're going to, I'm going to say profit, but they're going to see results because when they shows they care, the guests reciprocate.
Oh, absolutely.
They care as well, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that kind of keeps the fire going for them.
It does.
Yeah.
What about for you?
I think the biggest thing is we also offer some pastries and things, and finding that partnership that fit was really important. And we work with Lampshade Bakery. Eileen she's just lovely. She's a cottage kitchen, and she really works to deliver the consistency, the quality, and whenever we need it. So because we don't know all of our trends yet, we're still growing that. And especially adding another layer of that downstairs. The last 6 weeks, we're kind of like, okay, we're going through some things and other things. And so just that partnership.
Yeah, because the traffic has probably changed. It's probably changed. And so, the other thing I love about you is you offer the gluten-free options with your tea too, because I always have to ask that. And it's, it's really appreciated, so you really are thinking about all the nuances of your customers' behaviors, both of you.
Yeah.
And really making it more than just an experience, but something that people want to talk about, in my opinion, and tell others about.
Yeah.
So I want you each to remind everybody where you're located and what your website is. And so we'll go to Thomas, you first.
In Denver, the shop's at Waterside Crossing. The website is chillfiregrill.com.
Okay, and give people an idea of where that is in Denver.
The intersection of 16 and 73.
16 and 70,
The
business
one
70. Business
not too long ago,
16.
used to just to be a blinking light.
It used to be. I remember
full-fledged
that. I remember
intersection.
there were just fields there. It's just like, wow. Okay, so so give your location and website.
108 South Main Street in Davidson, right on historic Main Street, and it's sincerelyteahouse.com.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I appreciate both of you being here. I think you gave a lot of people some food for thought. Excuse the pun. And what I would like to say is to any business owner listening, yes, these are consumer-based businesses that we talk to, but everything that you hear, that you have heard, can transfer into a business to business. So how are you creating an exceptional experience? How are you making your customers feel heard? How are you helping them feel like they are seen and understood? How do you make them feel appreciated? That's all it takes.
Thank you.
Great radio doesn't end here. Catch the full episode and dive into our archives on the WSIC News app.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for Charlotte FC. WSIC. Local starts here.